We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short, and they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Off, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The pickup goes for 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Carr under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Jets have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Carr. It's brought in by Dodson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Raiders.
Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And the Raider first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Raiders 7.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch the safety creep. Lady.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Back to Cannon again on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Anderson loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 30. Yard line.
First down and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Down. 85. Slide down. 80 weapons.
On play action, it's Carr. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Dodson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll roll them out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, this Raiders and Jets contest is a part of the NFL 100 series. And a little history lesson, back in November of 1968, there was a game between these two teams where the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute to win. And actually coverage was... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Muhammad. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1.
I got it. Switch. Check. White. He's checking.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Carr going to throw. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Corbin. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Chance, move it down. Heavy.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Check. Crunch.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Check 53. Let's set a tone.
On 1st down, Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Adams, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Bryant's kick. deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down, Raiders.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And a return. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Darnold from the gun. That's taken in by Callaway. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 7:34.
Check 53's Mike. It's going to be a long day.
On play action. Now Carr. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Matchbox White.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Solid gain of 18. And a Raider first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 25 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watch the curl.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. The 20. A gain of 37. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Cannon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, yeah. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Chief. 53, check 53. No. White Monday down. Check.
On 2nd down, Washington. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Carr now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 43. 48 to Mike. Yeah. You're mine. You don't want none. Hey, zoom.
Operating from the gun. Carr out to the left. It's complete to Daxon. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Here's Carr to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Eric Harris who picks it. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Let's get it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
You got enough? 637.
To throw is Carr. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter, punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Washington now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go. They're on 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.